Good morning, traders. Not seeing much activity this morning. Good morning, Bob Smith, Mr. Rodriguez, Dana, Yolanda. David, JC. Broke Joe. Hopefully we don't get booted off again today. Sandra, Stefan, Super, Steve 66. Who Loves Lunatic? Robert Pro. Yeah, I don't know what happened yesterday. Was talking away and all of a sudden, poof, I was gone. Boonski, Tamimi, Bob Peterson. Robert, yes, we did, but I really don't feel bad about missing it because I think it would have been quite difficult to even get a position. I don't know where it ended up. Did it ended up higher than 600? I know it went from $26 to $385 from the time it launched. But I had 11 o'clock appointment, and when I left, it's the same time it launched, of course. There's another one today, MNR, but I have another appointment at 11. I actually think it halted every time it became alive. I think there were that many buyers there. Like if your order wasn't pending, you probably wouldn't have got in. Good morning, Flo. Chad. SB. Don't know if you guys tried to watch the live stream yesterday, but it was hung in live mode until about 11 a.m. Or maybe later than that, maybe 1. It was still live and I wasn't even connected to it. YouTube couldn't figure out how to kill it. I don't know what's up with these issues lately with YouTube, but I used to didn't have this kind of problems. We have about 30 seconds to go here. I'm not seeing anything moving on the watch list. Good morning, Joe. All right, let's see what happens here. Need something to come up to the top. Maybe this one will make it, who knows? Let's see if the buyers come back into this one. Looks like it lost just as much as it gained. Might be a risky play. Still bearish. Like it's going to die out. Guess that one's a pump and dump. Let's fake them out at the open, see if they bite and bail. Hasn't been looking too promising these last couple mornings, especially yesterday. Good morning, Joe and Tony. Hopefully something will come alive here soon. Good morning, Jim, Alex. INM. Like it's moving a couple of pennies. RTX moving less than a penny. It's like it just had a couple of buyers and then it died flat. A little bit on the higher price side. Don't know what this one's doing. Kind of went up, sold off. Maybe there's just some hopefuls there thinking it's going up like us. It could turn around. We never know. There's 25 cents between the numbers, 50 cents between that one. Make sure you're on EXT so your trades go through. Good morning, James. I don't know why I keep watching this one. I just had that gut feeling. I think, like, do we go up from here at a quarter a number? There's 25 cents between the numbers, 50 cents between these two. All right, I'm going to take a stab at it, I think, see what happens. Or maybe not. I'm watching the tick chart as well. It just turned red. Not too promising, that's for sure. Good job, Super. Guess I'm going to try it and see if I can get a piece. I'll take that, 190. That works for me. Just so you know, I traded it. There's my profit, 190, 1,000 shares. I paid for dinner. That's more than I paid for yesterday. Looks like I got out right at the right time. Good job, Steve. Good morning, Shot. You know, this thing could keep going. There's not a lot of sellers in it. Do I risk entry number 2? No, not me. I got mine. If I go back in, it'll take it away. You know how that goes. Dana, $20 is $20. think these are curiosity trades. Everybody's curious to where it's going to go, and they take a little bit of it. Me, I fear that big red candle. That's probably going to happen any moment, just like the previous one. Good job. Who loves lunatic? You got that right, Bob. Special diet now. I'm on the grilled seafood. That stuff ain't cheap. Kind of sick of chicken. So is this a pullback or is it over? That's the question. Let's throw a level there and a level up here. And one down here. Maybe we'll do like yesterday and bounce between support and resistance. Looks like we're going to break through that 287. Let's see if we can come back down and retest it after we break through and then get a bounce up to 373. Or it could just go back down to 192. Who knows? That'll let the price action prove itself to us. Like we're going to pull up a little more. Not looking real promising on the tick chart. The tick chart is pretty much horizontal. Nothing else growing on the watch list, so we'll keep an eye on it for a few. Something told me when it fell, I thought it was a pump and dump. You heard me call it that. Then it started creeping up. Had a gut feeling something was happening. Always go with your gut feeling. You are welcome, James. I love it too. I love what has happened here. I feel that we're all really blessed that this came to I guess the word is fruition. Whatever you want to call it, it's working. That's always a blessing. Gregster, it's Lian, not M. And good morning, Gregster. And I kind of knew it was probably one of your trades. You probably posted it already, so make sure you guys visit the trading floor. Gregster and River Place Dad, they really do their homework on these things. If you're new here, I'll do a walkthrough about 6:30, an introduction. Currently, we're watching these numbers and we're watching for volume spikes. If you were here from the start, you will see some of us played this run right here. I even got a piece of it myself. It was too irresistible. Thank you for that info, Mr. Peterson. I'm having doctor appointment week. They're keeping a close eye on me. James, I don't know about the easy part. It appears easy. I still miss a few. But I guess if you want to trade, you have to take the wins with the losses, right? Or the losses with the wins. But I agree, it does simplify it a bit. Good job, Mr. Huntsman. Hopefully that wasn't the only play for today. I was hoping some more people would come and find it after these two runs. But it looks like it's kind of laying flat now. Yeah, I was hoping for that 3 pullback run like we saw yesterday on TPST. Would have been nice to get a couple plays out of it. We still may have a chance. It is holding that price range. Other people may find it. So if you've been coming here and you still aren't clicking the mouse button, you got to start taking chances, I think. Even I was a little reluctant after seeing this big red candle. I don't think I got in till about here somewhere. Didn't want to fall for the fake bounce. And I was ready to pull out any second if I saw red. As you know, my mouse is my stop loss. I don't have time to set all these indicators up there and hope for the best. I want the best immediately and get out. Numbers don't lie. They tell the truth. Yeah, I was watching Mara yesterday. I would like to see it get up there a bit. Get back to its $14 trading range. Been having a rough ride, a little bit up, a whole bunch down, a whole bunch up, a little bit down. It's been pretty volatile, like they're trying to keep it down. Broke Joe, I don't know that there is a safe volume. I actually, we play volume, but in pre-market, most of the time it's dead until buyers come in or news comes out. So I think the number would be just the volume is now rapidly rising, because that's about all you're going to get out of pre-market. It's not like, okay, now it's at 100,000 shares traded. Now it's at 110,000 shares traded. It's kind of not like that. We're watching for spikes in volume. So we want to see these numbers take off, not necessarily the volume. Of course, if these numbers take off, the volume's taking off as well. But it's more of the rush of buyers, what we're playing. So when we see these numbers take off and its stock climbs to the top of the list, such as this one did, We watched them trickle back in, and they kept trickling in, and that keyed us off that there may be a play here. Good morning, Higher Ground. You are welcome. So if you are new here, I am Ricky Gaspard. I am a guy who trades from his home office. I've been trading since 1990. I'm also a ThinkScript coder, and I write my own scripts. They function live during market hours. This column, you'll see the volume spike. It's looking for volume increases in a stock going up or down. This column over here is monitoring the stocks for the last 30 minutes and keeping track of those stocks that are moving. Once a stock fires up here in the list, you'll see this volume spike increase and the stock will start moving towards the top. This number will also increase as it's moving towards the top. And you end up with stocks like this that can give you a potential play, a buy or a sell. You can play it in either direction. Once we get that spike over here, we look for this crossover of the two moving averages. I also coded this pullback strategy. So this is the 5 EMA and the 13 EMA. We get a crossover. Then we watch for these arrows to come in. This tells us that the volume is increasing and there is a volume spike. And it's monitored by another label up here. We always monitor the very first candle as this is happening. So if you get a bullish signal up here, that tells you the buyers are coming in and it confirms the rise of the price. Down here, we always look for volume, make sure we have enough volume to get in and out of the stock safely. Over here, we're monitoring the entire volume and we're keeping track if there's more buyers or more sellers in the entire volume of this stock. Now you're seeing that it's more sellers than buyers. Never trade off my screen. It is sometimes delayed and delayed more than you would know because sometimes it fluctuates. So don't trade off my screen. Make sure you set everything up on your computer before you trade. If you haven't subscribed to the YouTube channel, I just posted the link. Watch the videos, like the videos, and do me a favor and comment on the videos. Let YouTube know what kind of a job I'm doing. It also lets me know what kind of a job I'm doing. In the description of each video is a link to our Discord, and I just posted it in the chat. Join our Discord and head on over to the disclaimer and accept the disclaimer. The channels will pop in. Then go over to the how-to videos and watch videos 8 and 9 if you are not familiar with Discord or inserting script into ThinkorSwim. Those two videos will help you get going. If you have troubles after that point, submit a ticket and support, let me know, and we will try to resolve the issue as soon as we can. Visit our other channels in Discord if you're not familiar. Channels are just different chat rooms. We have the trading floor with Gregster and River Place Dad posting their stocks. They do their due diligence. Pay them a visit. You may want to play some of their stocks. Over in options trading, we have a bunch of options traders that are trading options and giving their helpful tips. We have It's Me Bob. He comes in and helps people along the way on options. Sometimes he holds a live stream for a little bit more advanced information on options. I thank you for joining us this morning. And as we watch for stocks to increase, such as the one firing up here while I was talking, INM, and try to get a position. Well, I was really doubtful this morning when I first was watching the market. I think I started watching it about 5 a.m. Didn't see anything happening. I was thinking that we may not get a play. Hopefully that wasn't the only one. Maybe that 7 o'clock hour will help us out again. We'll make a little bit more. Good morning, Alfredo. Good morning, Casey. So if you're a little bit late, you missed a little run that we had this morning. A couple of us made a little profit. LIAN was the stock. Watching earnings over here. I know there's a few coming out today. Saw GE pop up earlier this morning. That may be a play at market open. So if you can see the difference why I don't like these cheaper stocks, we're playing between pennies here. There's 2 cents between each number, where on LIAN there was 25 cents between each number. A lot more profit when you can get up above a couple of bucks. A lot faster money. Good morning, Pinkney. Good morning, Money Man. Good morning, Casey. Nothing happening at the moment after that LIAN run. We're still holding that price level. We could see more activity later. While nothing's happening, we'll keep our eye on this one while we wait for a spike over here. Anybody else have that heart stuck in the chat area over there? It's kind of right in my way of trying to do something. I've been trying to figure out how to remove it. Maybe the person that posted it needs to try to remove it. Yeah, it could be a YouTube thing, but it's right on the 3 bars. If I want to pin a message to the top, I can't get to it. I have to wait till it scrolls and then get to it. But I'll deal with it. I could use a little love. Broke Joe, yes it is. Over in TOS scripts. Don't recall the number at the moment, but it is in the list. This is another scan I had asked ThinkorSwim about, and they said it wasn't possible for me to create a watch list to monitor earnings. One day I was scrolling through all of the ThinkorSwim scripts, seeing which ones I had code access to. And I ran upon this earnings code in one of the scripts and copied it. Of course, I had to modify it a little bit, but I got it going. Yeah, something tell me to keep watching LIAN, keep watching it. I thought it was spam. I did, pump and dump. I mean, this is typical of a pump and dump right here. And then we get a bounce. Dana, it sure does. Yeah, you're correct, Robert. That earnings is in TOS scans. I think I said TOS scripts, but it's a scan. So it's going to be in TOS scans for earnings. Thank you for catching that. I take a look at after hours every now and then. Yesterday was pretty quiet. I rarely trade after hours, but I have traded after hours. Michael, it's over on Discord and TOS scans. Yes, that is it. So number 6 in TOS scans, if you want this earnings scan. You can see it's pulling them out. Here's all the little icons here. BAER, here's one with 50 cents between the numbers. Definitely need a pullback here. Looks like we already had pullback number 1. We are breaking through. Let's see if we can get a bounce back down to support. Volume is quite low on this one. This may not be a good play. We are pulling back down to that level, breaking through. But let's see if it pulls back up to the 558 or if it continues down. The spread is high. Another one firing up in the list here, INM. Still going. See if we get a pullback here after that first initial burst. Wasn't much of a pullback. Maybe there's more buyers coming in. The volume is extremely low, so be careful at this point. Yeah, they're coming in again for a second run. I'm thinking the play was down here, and I clicked on it a little bit late. Ran into resistance here at 96 cents. Still looking for a good pullback on it. We haven't gotten that yet. I'd like to see it come down here about half of this bar. We may get there. Looks like I nailed it where it's going to end up being. So if it's going to pull up, it's going to do it from there, or it's going to fail. So we may get our bounce here. I'll get to your questions in just a minute. I'm not going to play this stock. There's not enough money in it for me to play it, but you guys may be interested in it. Looks like we will get that retest of 96 cents. Or maybe just close to it. There it is. It hit right on the money. Was a nice pullback play for a penny stock. And it's giving a little bit more. Guess it's giving a whole lot more for a penny stock. That would be my profit taking area if you got in down there where I called it at 83 cents. Maybe we'll retest this 96 cents and bounce up for a little more. So this line was resistance here. It could not break through it. It pulled back to here. Then it did bounce up and break through 96 cents. Now it came down and retested 96 cents. That turns this resistance line into support if it does not break through it, and may create another level up after this, providing it can hold this support level. Coming down to that 96 cents. And maybe we catch a run up from here. Looking pretty weak on the volume. This is where the buyers need to step in if they want to make a little bit. That's not me telling you to buy it. That's just what needs to happen. Good morning, Jimmy. Still trying to get that second run from that second pullback. There it goes. There it tries. Very hard to call these penny players. Not a whole lot there. Bob Peterson, this is actually one monitor you are looking at. I just have 4 detached windows, resized to fit on the monitor. So you're not looking at 4 monitors. You're looking at one monitor with 4 detached windows. That stock did fail. We are coming up on that 7 o'clock hour. That's usually where the next run up happens. That's because that's usually where news comes out, is at the top of the hour. So maybe somebody will release some good news. We'll get play number 2. You're getting here late. You missed LIAN. We played the second run up on that stock. Actually thought it was spam, a pump and dump. And it ended up giving us a pretty nice little bounce. Good morning, Coach. About a minute to go before the 7 o'clock hour. So if you're new here, we're watching these 2 columns in our watch list. You can get these over on our Discord channel. This one is the volume spike indicator. It's monitoring any movement in volume, whether it be up or down. This one's watching the stocks over the last 30 minutes to see which ones are moving, and it gives them a score. The more they're moving, the higher they get a number, and the higher up the ladder they climb. Once we get these firing up, we take a look at them on the chart, make sure we have enough volume to get in and out safely. We're looking for a crossover of these 2 moving averages and these arrows to pop in. We like to see more buyers than sellers in the overall volume. We also confirm we have enough volume to get in and out safely. We monitor this first candle. If it's a bullish candle, you're going to see an indicator pop up here, bullish, that the buyers are coming in. If it's bearish, it'll say bearish up here, and that's basically what we do every morning, is watch these numbers, wait for the next stock play, and take our chances. MOTS, the first bounce up. There may be more to come here. It's moving pennies. I'm not going to play it, but you penny players may want to try this one. That's going to be your decision. There would be a pullback before the next run up. Could be another LIAN and lose it all before the run up. This would be our 7 o'clock hour play. It must have had news come out, and we're waiting to see how that news gets interpreted. If the buyers like it, this stock will rise. Good morning, George. Good job, Chad. Look like it's struggling. Probably not going to do much. Must not have been some impressive news. Must have been interpreted different ways by different investors. This probably was anticipation of news. This was probably the results of that news. RNAZ, another cheap penny stock I won't be playing. So on the support and resistance lines, you would mark the top of this candle and the bottom of this one. So right now, this stock is hitting resistance. Needs to break through this upper level, then come back down and retest it before running up. Good morning, Stone Cold. I don't think I'd trust this one too much. It doesn't know where it wants to go. Very low volume. An occasional buyer, occasional seller. Not trustworthy, in my opinion. Good morning, Jose. Yeah, this is not a good one, Cody. Both of these made attempts already. GNAZ, what's it doing? Or RNAZ. That's the one that's bouncing around. Don't know if I would trust either one of those. They're low volume, nothing exciting. If it was a good one, all the volume would have took off like you've seen in the previous stock. Our NAZ did eventually start taking off. Very undecided. I would stay clear. NKLA, this was a dangerous one to play as well. It's when you think you're in profit, it'll take it away. I know that from its past performance. Thank you, Chad. Good morning, Kyle. Very happy that we were blessed with this indicator right here. This one has grown into the other indicators. Once I mastered this one, and everything else kind of spun off of this one. It's a blessing for all of us. I'm kind of wondering why this is up here. That a ThinkorSwim flaw. Has to be because I'm not monitoring pairs. Thank you, Kyle. Yes, it is. These two go together like brother and sister. So this label here is also tied in to this script. These arrows are also tied in to this script. These buyers and sellers are also same format as this script. MAIA, thank you, JC. We'll keep an eye on it here. It's kind of low volume. Got to be careful here. Only 73,000 on that last one. So the way I look at it, if I would have bought 1,000 shares, there's 70 people trading at 1,000 shares. That's not a whole lot. Of course, not everybody trades 1,000 shares. It could be 150 people buying various numbers of shares. This number here ticking slowly. Bro, Joe, you want it high. Relative volume is how many times greater the volume is trading than previously. So if it says 38, so it's actually trading 38 times higher than in the past. It's not hard to get a high number on a penny stock. You have to be careful with the R-vol. Good job, Dana. $65 pays for breakfast. Or maybe a tank of gas. That always helps. INM, we were watching it earlier. It is creeping up again. Pretty volatile in this area here. Looks like it seemed to have calmed down and made a decision. Yes, it does, Jimmy. It could be a play for a few cents. There's the few cents I was talking about. It's currently on the all stock scan, not on the pre-market. This is why we monitor both. If they're not strong enough to trigger a volume spike, they are monitored down here. You are welcome, Mr. Rodriguez. So we've gone from 80 cents to about $1.40. Of course, we didn't get into it till about over here. I believe one of you guys called it out. I wasn't watching it. Hopefully you got on it before it was announced in the chat and before I clicked on it. Currently up 134%, but not since the time we've been watching it. they're up this high, be careful of the sellers coming in and taking their profits. They probably got in around 96, 97 cents. They would be up about 40 cents a share. So at any moment, that guy could take his profits, or maybe multiple people could. And you'd get stuck holding that big red candle. But don't let me bring fear to you. I'm just telling you what could happen when the stock gets that high and it's that cheap. Thank you, Robert Pro. BIRX, all this stuff is free. Just join our Discord. If I still have the link on my mouse. And I do. Just join the Discord, head over to the how-to videos, watch videos 8 and 9. It'll instruct you on what you need to do to get set up like this. Come make some money with us. That's how I like to say it. People think I'm nuts in this kind of a market when I say that. INM still moving strong here. Maybe this is a 200% stock. Nice volume coming in. Good morning, RBD. It's a slow crawler, but it's putting out the profits. Good job, RBD. If you're new here, I want you to take a look at that chat. Scroll up there. New people are making profits. Many of them have only been here a couple of months. They came to these live streams and learned what's going on. They were introduced to these indicators just like you have been. They are profitable. Still going up. We may see that 200%. Good morning, Danish. Good job. Who loves lunatic? RDB, it'll be the same platform. They're still using this platform, but just with the Schwab name. Can somebody click on that Discord link above and let me know if it's active? I'll grab a fresh one here just to make sure. I want to keep everybody happy. Here's a fresh Discord link. That one should work for you if the other one is down. Let me get over to my YouTube videos and get that one updated real quick in case somebody tries to join off of YouTube. All right, got that done. So once you get this system under your belt, you know what's going on and you trust it. My thoughts are with my money was, why do I leave my money sitting in the bank earning nothing when I could move my savings over here and have a lot greater chance of actually making something with it. You put it in the bank, the bank is making money with your money, and you're not. TD Ameritrade is a bank. Your money's just as secure here unless you lose it. But once you learn what's going on, your gains should be a lot more than your losses. But that's your call. I'm just telling you what I did with my money. I took more than half of my savings and I dropped it over in here years ago. And I made a lot more than if I'd have left it sitting in a bank. BIRX, I know that link is active. If you're on a company computer or on a computer with restrictions, it may be not allowing you to join it. But as far as working, it's working. I just clicked on it. JC has a lot of hope for this one. He's been telling me about it for a few. It is above that resistance level. This would be the lower level. Maybe we'll get a bounce here and run up to $3. It could go as high as this high here at 294. We just don't have a lot of buyers and we don't have a lot of volume, so I would be cautious. I like my trading to be over after pre-market. So once the market opens, I prefer to be done for the day. And I will be today. I did make 190 earlier. That's enough. I'm happy with that. Unless something else comes along, I'll add to it. I'm not in favor of sitting here all day waiting for one or two that might happen. Couple hours in the morning, I prefer to be done. We don't have to battle the halts, the people. It's the buyers and sellers having coffee, making money. Currently in the slow part of the market, the closer we get to 8 o'clock a.m., the slower the performance will be. Occasionally, we'll get one to pop up sooner or later. Most of the time, we don't. About 8 o'clock, 8:15, they'll start selling off, collecting their pre-market profit before market opens. In case the market gaps down at open, they don't lose them. Verizon making a move here. Since we're in the dead zone, I'm going to go grab my other half a cup of coffee. I'll be back. All right. Don't look like I missed anything. VZ still moving up a little. So Installer Pro, when you buy the ask, that's actually the highest price they are asking for the stock. If you're scalping, you want to just go ahead and pay what they're asking so you get in early and quick. When you sell the bid, you're selling out for what they're willing to sell it for. So you get out faster. You could probably do it on buy market, sell market as well. I kind of like the limit order on the buy the ask and sell the bid. Market order, you don't know what you're going to get. The moment I click the buy button on a market order, it may jump a dime. So if I click the button on buy the ask and it jumps up, it may not execute my order. So join the ask would mean you're willing to sell at whatever somebody's willing to pay on the ask. So whatever the ask is, and you click join the ask, it's actually selling when it says join the ask, you're selling. So you're willing to wait for somebody else to pay the ask to get out. For scalping, the best get in and get out is buy the ask and sell the bid. So let's say you're willing to sell and you click join the ask and the price is still going up. So your opportunity to get out, let's say you clicked it at $1 and it went up to $1.05, you'll probably get the $1.05 instead of the dollar you clicked on. Just depends on how fast the price is moving. So if you're new here, I'll do a walkthrough. I am Ricky Gaspard. I'm a guy who trades from his home office. I've been trading since 1990. I'm also a ThinkScript coder, and I write my own scripts, and you see them here on the screen. This one is the volume spike indicator. It lets us know the moment a stock starts spiking up or down. It'll throw bullish or bearish up here with a percentage to let you know the stock is moving in one direction or the other. This indicator here monitors the stocks for the last 30 minutes. If they're moving slightly or even have any kind of movement, it's going to score them. So down here it would be the lowest of the movement, and the higher you get, the better the stocks start rising. So you can catch stocks at the bottom if you start here and start working your way up. Hopefully you'll get one where the volume spike kicks in beside it. So what we're looking for is a volume spike, and I'll use this area as my demo and just assume these aren't here. So we get a volume spike here on this column. We immediately come over here and confirm that we have a crossover of the moving averages. This is the 5 EMA and the 13. You'll also see these arrows pop in. These are bullish arrows. Once these arrows pop in, we're also monitoring this candle with these arrows. You'll see a bullish signal pop in up here. Let you know the buyers are coming into that stock. Down here, we want to confirm that we have enough volume to get in and get out safely since we're scalping. We monitor the overall volume of the stock. Is there more buyers in this stock than sellers? It'll let us know right here. So to do it quickly, you see a volume spike here. You quickly confirm that this is a crossover. You have the arrows, you see green and green, and you make your decision to get in. We always monitor this current candle. It's monitored by that label that says bullish or bearish up here. So when there's enough volume in this candle, it'll fire up as well, and they'll probably see a white arrow pop in beneath it. Never trade off my screen. It's delayed. Sometimes I even get booted, like yesterday. Make sure you're set up on your own platform. This one sometimes can give me troubles. Sometimes we have a big delay, sometimes very little delay. If you haven't joined our YouTube channel, please do so. This is where all of this started. There's a link to the YouTube channel. Like the videos, subscribe to the channel, comment on the videos, let YouTube know how good of a job I'm doing. It also lets me know how good of a job I'm doing. Beneath each video in the description is a link to our Discord. That's where you'll find all of these files. Once you join our Discord, click on the disclaimer and all of the channels will pop in. Head on over to the how-to videos and watch videos 8 and 9. They will explain Discord to you if you're unfamiliar, and there's also a video on how to install labels, scripts, indicators. While you're in Discord, visit some of our other channels. They're only chat rooms. Each channel is a different chat room. Visit our trading floor where Gregster and River Place Dad are doing their due diligence on stocks and posting their recommendations on the trading floor. Over in Options Traders, you'll find some options traders there willing to share their information. We have It's Me Bob occasionally holds a live stream to take you a little bit deeper into options. Of course, he has to have enough participants to do that. I think he's currently out of town. I'm not quite sure by reading his comments. So he may be slow to respond. Over in TOS Scans, you'll find all of the scans necessary to run this program, plus a lot more. Over in TOS Scripts, you'll find some older scripts I've programmed throughout the years. Currently, this one is really kicking it for everybody. I always update the scripts. The older versions sometimes get dropped off. The newer ones take over. So if you watch a video and you can't find that particular indicator, it may have gotten redone and renamed. So if you have any issues with anything, leave us a support ticket. We'll get to you as soon as we can, and I appreciate you joining us this morning. Probably so, Super. Sometimes you need to get out and just get back in. So if you're new here, we are a group of people learning. We have some experienced traders, some average traders. We have traders of all kinds, and everybody is helping everybody. So if you ever wanted to belong to a group of people that are quickly becoming a family of brothers and sisters that trade, I highly encourage you to join our Discord. Watch these live streams every morning. We sit here and have coffee and make a little bit of money, sometimes a lot of money. But it's important to join these live streams and learn how to work these indicators. They are very profitable. If you don't believe me, just ask any member. They'll let you know that what we're doing here is positive with good results. Well, hopefully that issue doesn't hit me. I about had enough of this getting kicked out of my live streams, things crashing, and I'm to the point now, I think I want to get rid of Windows 11 and just run nothing but Linux-based systems over here. Good job, Double Dare. Coming up on that 8 o'clock hour, there will be some red coming in. I'm going to assume so. About 8:10, 8:15, getting closer to market open. They'll start selling off if they're into profits before market opens, so they don't lose them if the market gaps down. The SPY seems to be climbing slowly throughout the morning. Hope we have a better trading day than yesterday. Yesterday was pretty quiet and dead. Big Mike, I'll do you a favor. I'll make a video on it when I get time today and post it over in the how-tos. That way, because I get numerous questions concerning that, so I'll just go ahead and make a video on it so everyone can refer to it. Our NAZ making a pump up here, maybe pumping it up before market open. The cheaper stock, I'll stay clear of it, but for you penny players, you may want to take a look at that one. If it can hold, did notice lots of volume coming in. We're already at almost 90. We had 30,000 on the previous candle. Always keep an eye on these two, the green one and the orange one. Lets you know if the volume's increasing candle to candle. So the indicators were right again. It did make the move. For how long, I don't know. But we're notified the moment it happens. I called it out right here. Actually, these two things called it out. I just read what I saw. Look at that, would you? Good morning, Vaughn. So if you ever want to participate in the morning coffee profitable session, you have to kind of be here at 5:55 a.m. It usually happens shortly after 6 a.m. This morning, I think it was around 6:05, 6:10. Maybe a little later, because the stock did jump up, pull way back. I gave up on it. Then my gut feeling kicked in and said, keep watching, and it did. It went again. We had a profitable morning this morning. Not so hot yesterday. There was a few profits, but not very many. So we've gone from like 90,000 to 261,000 on that last candle. Now we're really kicking on the volume here. Let's see if they can pull it up even higher, and they do. Probably going to exceed that 261. And we did. So volume and price action's where it's at. If you're not trading it, you need to learn it, and you learn it by coming here each morning. Thank you, James. $401,000 on that last candle. Wasn't a very profitable candle, but the volume did increase. We may be in a pullback here. Kind of don't know where to mark it since this candle was not positive or negative. Could be a bounce here. Double Dare, I don't make predictions on anything other than watching the numbers that I play. I don't make predictions on any stocks. I don't know your type of trading strategy. I don't know when you got in, when you got out. I don't want to instruct you wrong, so I won't comment on your question. If you got in at 60 cents and it's at 47 and you're trying to recover a loss, that's totally on you. I'm never holding a loss ever. I get out as fast as I can if I'm wrong. I don't hold on for recoveries. That never really works for me. Some people might get lucky, but I'm not the lucky guy. Gigi, I have no clue. Here's a link. Click on this link, see if it'll take you to your Discord. Try that one. Sometimes that works. So I'm going to take a 10-minute break here. I'll be back about 10 minutes before market opens. We'll get set up for market open. I shall return. Okay, I am back. Joe, I see you're hung in a trade. You may want to call in. Give them a phone call. Since so many people are having issues with ThinkorSwim right now, don't enter a trade. You don't know how far that may spread. Yeah, don't get in when you see many people are having issues. You have a higher chance of losing your money. Ovis Pro yet or Pro, we do have scanners that do have filters. The only one that doesn't have a filter is this all stock scan. It's only the price sorted by volume descending. So it's just a price. Volume descending is what we're using here. It's a minimum of 0.25 cents and no maximum. This pre-market has filters. And most of the other ones have custom scripts that I've written myself. And those scripts are probably considered filters. Not seeing any spikes on INM. It is rising slightly. Now falling. If it's not spiking, I usually don't pay any attention to it. LIAN kind of questionable if you look at the 5-minute and the 15-minute chart. Couple minutes, we'll set up for market open. It's a very simple process. We're just going to change our scan. We're going to move the all stock scan to the top. Select a different one for the bottom. They have to have some kind of error going on when I have a currency showing in my stock scan. Definitely something wrong there. Yeah, I think that ZVZZT is a test symbol for ThinkorSwim. It pops in on occasion. Right, I'm going to change over to the all stock scan up here at the top. I'm going to put the newer scan down here, the one that I'm testing. Probably won't get to see them all, but the good ones should climb to the top. Thank you. And we love having you as a subscriber. ARM moving here is higher price stock. Starting to get a little bit active before market open. Hopefully something will jump up here and catch our attention. So when market opens, this column's going to get very volatile. You won't know heads for tails. Keep an eye on this one. Watch for stocks that have climbed to the top. Usually these first 1, 2, or 3 positions will be some good runners, or at least they'll have the big green candle at the open. I don't play big green candles at the open. You may be faster than I am, but I don't like taking the risk. I prefer to wait on a pullback like we did yesterday and reap the profits a little bit easier than guessing that first candle. And out of all honesty, I prefer to make mine before market opens. So I won't be buying unless I'm absolutely certain that I can rake in a little bit more. One, it is not. I am testing a scan here using this code, but keeping the stocks in a list for up to 3 minutes, because they'll pop in up here on live data and pop out and pop back in and pop out, and down here once they pop in they'll stay. So this is going to be tested all week. I may release it this weekend if it shows me to be worthy and profitable. I always test a new scripts for a period of time to make sure they are doing exactly what I expected out of them. If I see any flaws, I postpone launching them and try to get the flaw out. Here we go. Good luck to everybody. Keep an eye on these top 3. It's kind of like trying to find something in the dark right now. You don't know where the market is going to end up. I like waiting on it to calm down, playing the pullbacks. Hopefully we'll get one this morning. INM making that move. It's probably going to go into a halt if it already hasn't. And it is in a halt. INVO, this could be a pullback play. Let's see if it'll pull down for us. Needs to be about half of this candle, and it was. Hopefully it'll hold here and return back up. Not very much money, about a nickel, so not worthy of my money. Looks like it failed. On to the next one. CTXR, cheaper stock. Let's try ATSI here. It's flying a little bit. Maybe we'll get a pullback out of this one. These top 3 or 4 are your money makers. Seeing a lot of red. The SPY is not really rising. It's kind of creeping up a little bit. So we'll have some profit takers in here for sure. That's what's going to create the pullback. So the moment it pulls back, I will set the top level. Hopefully it'll pull back to about half of this candle. There we go. Needs to close down there though. It did not close at the bottom. So it's kind of a weak pullback. It may run up from this zone here. I won't be buying it. Now, if I was going to play it, I would wait till it breaks through this level and returns back down to test it as support. Then I might consider it. There's the pullback I was expecting. See if we can get it to close down there. Like it's going to be a failure. All right, we did get a close here. This could be the bounce back up to this level. Volume is not really kicking in like it should. But it is rising a bit. Did get a bullish arrow and a bullish indicator on that candle, and the buyers are coming in. Looks like we will get the retest of $1.77 or somewhere near there. It looks very weak, though. If you're in profit, I would consider maybe taking half of it off the table. $0.10 gain at this point. Yeah, I kind of picked up on the weakness on that one. Good job, David. Don't you just love these pullbacks? I do. Been playing them for years. You have to look at it. Everything bounces up or down at open. The strong ones will pull back and shoot back up. That's why I play pullbacks. Even if I only get half of that bounce, I know that if I get in, I'm going to make something. It may not return all the way back up to this level, but most of the time they do. So I'll take my chances. Had a lot of people say, man, you need to trade live. We want to watch you trade. Well, I don't want you clicking my clicks. Look at that. We are where I said it was going to go. But it had weakness. I had my doubts. But it did return. I don't think I need to trade live. How would you learn? By clicking my clicks. This way, by me calling them out, you learn. You've seen me do it over and over and over again. Really kicking now? What I would wait for is a return back down to this level for support before the next run up. If it's strong enough to do that, it's worthy of my money. I don't chase. I used to feel like, well, if you're missing out, you're losing money right now. I don't feel that no more. I feel more confident waiting on that pullback. Or yes, they do. They kind of repeat themselves. Lots of red in the market right now. The SPY is pulling back a little. It did make a kind of a gain at market open, but now seems to be pulling back, so to speak. I would imagine you could probably apply the pullback strategy to the SPY and come out with the same results. This one's still kicking here, looking good. I'm not going to play it. I don't know where the top is. That's why I want to find this next bottom down here. You got to admit, this is better than me writing a book saying, here, you figure it out. Let's do it live. Let's show them that it works. Cody, you got that right. The truth always prevails. Have another wave coming through, but I'm not seeing anything promising. I'm seeing the SPY still trying to pull back. This one's probably not going to do much more right now until the SPY maybe turns around. And I don't even know if the SPY affects this stock, but it might. This is weakness, this big red candle. That means the buyers gave up. And there's these guys like me that want to play that next dip and catch the next run up. But like I said, I'm not in this stock. I have no intention of buying it. SPY pulling back pretty hard right now. This one's fighting the volatility, which I don't mind. I like the pullbacks and the run up and the pullback and the run up. Just wish it was a $5 stock or a $10 stock, where I could pick up on $1 instead of 10 or 12 or 15 cents. Lots of red on the volume spike indicator. So tell me, how many of you guys before you found this channel gave up on a stock when it did this? I bet you moved on to the next one. Every time you seen this, you probably gave up. Now you can't wait till this happens. And I'll admit it, Years ago, before I caught on, I gave up too. Like, oh man, it's over. And then go look for another one. It's kind of like I wish I could go back in time and know this. Isn't that always the case? So I guess this is the true definition of buy low, sell high. They didn't mean wait till the company crashed and then buy it. They meant buy low and sell high. Buy low and sell high. Gives new meaning to trading. Now, I wouldn't go that far, James. I look at everything as a blessing. The genius is the man upstairs. I'm only a sheep. He passes the information down to me when I have trouble. Helps me get through the decisions. Leads me in the right direction. I struggled with this one strip for months. Nothing a little prayer can't cure. IBRX. I'm not seeing any spike. I'm looking at it on the chart. It ain't about me, guys. It's about us. I'm just passing along information that I learned through the years. Am I happy with what I accomplished? Yes, I'm even more happier that I can share it. Love thy neighbor as you love yourself, right? You got that right, brother. You don't share it, you take it to your grave and nobody benefits. Or was you the greedy guy, the one that fell in love with the money and kept it a secret? And if you're a believer, you know my rewards are not here, they are there. Looks like we're dying out, coming close to that 9 o'clock hour. That's that dead zone every day until we get a better market, better management, better administration. It's like, okay, they all woke up, now let's tame it down. Coin is still moving. It was moving earlier. I didn't click on it when y'all were calling it out because I knew it was overpriced for most traders in this chat or in this stream. But it is moving. We did get a pullback out of it, and it did return back up to the top. But most people can't afford an $80 stock, $90 stock. Even I call my limits at around $50. Sometimes I'll splurge and buy 20 or 30 of the real higher dollar ones. If it looks worthy, maybe more shares. $5 to $50 is my range. That's my preferred range. This morning I bought a $2 stock. So I do reach out every now and then when they look promising. Thank you, Roth. We do this every day. Come join us every day. Have coffee with us and make some money. Starts at 5:55 a.m. You got to be here before pre-market open. There's some easy money there. How many people you ever heard say easy money when it comes to trading? I think it's easy. It can have its difficult times, but Bro Joe, you could look at it that way. I just look at it, that's the high that it hit in this candle. This is the low that it hit. I always put my support and my support and resistance lines at the body where the candle closes. Either at the top or the bottom of the body. That's the true number to me. That's where it actually ended up. These top wicks are kind of like, that's where I wanted it to go, but it didn't happen, so why should I use it? Or even the bottom one's the same way. But you can use either or. I used to use the top of the wick and the bottom of the wick. Just that I found the body works a lot better. Mara had a nice run at market open. I saw it down here in the bottom, but I never checked it. I should have checked it because it did have a number. Nice little run from about 970 to 1035, 1042, 50 cents. MULN on a pullback, cheaper stock. I won't be interested in that. Market's calming down. The SPY is back up to its high, or almost to its high of the day, that is. See you later, Broke Joe. God bless, brother. Have a blessed day. I have no idea. Let me look at my Discord. My Discord is fine. Not seeing any issues on my end. Maybe you want to try getting out and getting back in. See you later, David. Have a blessed day. This is where it all dies. That's why they're bailing out. They're probably going fishing where I wish I was going. But I have another doctor's appointment. Kind of hard to test a new scan when the market's not doing anything. Like my best test was pre-market yesterday. My best test today was pre-market today. Nice steady run on Billy. Thank you, Mr. Rodriguez. David, you have a blessed day, brother. Mr. Rodriguez, you too, if you're bailing out on us. I get here about 5:55 a.m. Central Standard Time. And we're usually making money by 6:05 or 6:10. Sometimes 6:20. I had some good profits this morning. Quite a few of them made a profit. So make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. That's where I launch new indicators as they're born. Comment on my videos. Let YouTube know how good of a job I'm doing. Also lets me know if I'm doing a good job. That's the YouTube channel. That's where YouTube buys me a cup of coffee, so please watch the infomercials if you can. I'm not asking for you to pay, just participate. You can participate by watching the infomercials. I'm hoping you learn this and start sharing it with others. Bring them on board. Let them know that what we're doing here is good. Help us build a large community of investors that are open-minded and willing to share their information. That's why I started this channel, so that everyone could pay it forward, not just me. The more you give, the more you receive. You're not going to outgive the Lord. Whether you're a believer or not, that fact's going to stand forever. And I'm not here to preach to you, even though it may appear so, and I hope you do absorb that information too. But I'm just being me. That's how I talk all the time. Learn this system. Come here every morning. Master it. That's the key. Master it. Never change. Find out what you did wrong and start over with the same setup. None of us win all the time. We're traders. There's always a risk. My job is to help eliminate some of that risk. And that'll be your job in the future, to teach people how to eliminate some of that risk. Randy, you can ask questions in Discord. Hearing people can't figure out the ticket support system, so maybe post it in general chat. I prefer we figure out the support ticket thing. So if someone wants to give it a try and create a support ticket, tell me the issues with it. Leave me a message if you can. I heard you got to double click something. I can't do it because I'm the owner of it, so it just takes me right to me. So we can figure it out. I can put something out there that tells people how to use support. We can direct all these questions in the proper location. So if you finally get to create a ticket and you're able to leave me a message, in that support ticket, tell me the steps you had to take to get to where you were or where you are, so that I can explain it to others on how to use it. The whole system was upgraded last week. I'm still learning it myself. So I need your assistance to get through these bug issues. And all of your help is appreciated. I'm thinking you have to, I don't remember the sign up procedure for Discord. Since I'm the owner of the channel, I don't think I had to sign up. I just had to apply an email address. So maybe Discord's wanting you to provide your email address and create a password to enter Discord. I don't think it would just outright ask you for what's your password. You would, of course, have to type it in. So, Bob, I'm going to reply to your ticket you submitted. I don't even see a ticket you submitted. And I just had a flash on all of my screens. Maybe we're going to crash again. Who knows? If I disappear, you know it's not me. Skits, I don't know how to help you. I don't know the issue. Maybe uninstall Discord, reinstall it. Are you using the download app, or are you trying to do this on the HTML-based Discord? See you later, Vaughn. God bless. LIAN making a move up here. This is the one we played this morning in pre-market. Would have to wait on a pullback at this point to get in. Maybe we'll get one. We did not get one here. We may not get one here. Be fearful of the halt. It doesn't look like it's halting. I mean, it should have halted at 20-something cents. This is what I'm talking about. Some halt, some don't. Don't think that's fair. It is moving up. Good volume, 853,000 on that last candle. Not spiking over here anymore. Now it is. I prefer a strong pullback, not chasing it. Chasing's when you lose your money. Let's see if we can get a pullback out of it here. Maybe, hopefully, it'll come down to here. And it did. See if we get a bounce back up here. It's only a dime gain if you can get it. It may not bounce, so be careful. That was quite a run up prior to this pullback. Looks like we will get the run up. It's tempting, but not tempting enough. Tick chart headed down. 5-minute chart a little bit red. If you're new here, I'll be ending the stream in about 15 minutes. I need to get out of this chair, walk around, get cleaned up for my 11 o'clock appointment. And I'll be back in the morning as usual. We still could get that run up to this next level. I'm not going to worry about 10 cents at the moment. Thank you, Neil. Greatly appreciated. Every little bit helps. Neil, we all have. I've never bought a course, but I bought a few books. My course was actually live trading. I paid the exchanges for my lessons by losing and correcting my mistakes. So yes, I paid for a course if you look at it that way. I only have a few books, probably 5 to 7 to 10 maybe. I think each one of them I read about 2 or 3 pages and it hit the shelf. Couldn't even tell you what's in them, really. I even have the book One Good Trade. I have never read it. Think somebody sent that to me. So it looks like that 10 cents may pay off here. That level was a good level, even though it broke below it, but it always stayed on that support level. I am Central Time Zone. I'm in Southeast Texas. Should run is the same thing as if. Those two words have a lot of meaning and a lot of doubt. It's an assumption. If, should, maybe. We did reach that level. It is a resistance level that it would have to break through and return and retest it. So relative volume is an indicator that tells you how many times greater the current volume is compared to the past volume. So this stock is trading 300 times its normal volume. That's the simple answer to RVOL, which stands for relative volume. So the higher the RVOL, the more the stock is trading over previously. It's a basic scan. It's just the price sorted by volume descending. No filters, no nothing. You can find it on Discord. It's called All Stocks. And it's in TOS scans. So we should get a pullback to come back and retest 266. If it's a strong stock, it'll run up from 266. If it's running out of steam, it may just bounce around on this level again, just like it did here. We are at that level. Looks like we may pull down even to the lower level. So that candle did close below 266. Now that line at 266 becomes resistance once more. Alvin, you can detach windows in ThinkorSwim. like put it on your watch list, detach it, drag it to where you want to drag it, resize it to the size you need. You can do that with any window in ThinkorSwim. You're looking at one monitor that I drug 4 different windows to. We did hit that bottom level back to 254. That's not a good sign. Ed, I don't really base my trading ability or my triggers. That's why this is just a basic scan. I'm watching volume, buyers and sellers. So I'm watching volume, price action, and buyers and sellers down here. Of course, buyers and sellers is volume. Some of my scans are pre-programmed for a purpose. This one is not programmed by me, but you do have to apply the after-hours script. Well, not in this one. In the pre-market scan, you have to apply the after-hours filter to it for it to work properly. And that's a ThinkorSwim addition you add to it. But if you load my pre-market scan, it's already done for you. This scan here was programmed by me to find stocks with earnings. This one here is programmed by me. A lot of them are programmed by me. I'm not going to keep saying that. With special codings to make them function properly. These arrows indicate volume spikes, which would be the same thing as this column. If a stock really has a lot of buyers coming in to each candle, it will put an arrow beneath each candle letting you know more buyers are coming in. And it'll play the same way in reverse. The arrows will be on the top. So before I get out of here, if you haven't joined my YouTube channel, that's where I earn a few pennies. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, like the videos, comment on the videos. Let YouTube know how good of a job I'm doing. It also lets me know what kind of a job I'm doing. And join our Discord, where you can meet lots of investors. Many of them are sharing information. Some of them are just picking up on sharing information, which is good. We get new people on board every day. Some of them are professionals, some are not. We're all one big happy group. What you don't know, you will learn. It may take you some time to learn it, but you will get it down eventually as long as you attend these live streams each morning. I appreciate each and every one of you who joined us this morning. Hopefully you'll return. I can show you how to make some money. Prove to you what I've done through the years. You can enjoy some really good scripts to help you along your trading journey. And an explanation of how these scripts work. You can ask any subscriber that's been with us for a while, how accurate are they? Is this guy for real? You'll discover it's not about me. It's about the programming, coding things correctly, making a few dollars as a strike. We don't search for stocks. They come to us. They pop up to the top of this list when they're moving. Just like the one you see here. We play a pullback strategy. We mark these support and resistance levels and wait for breakthroughs and wait for pullbacks to get in. That's where the money's made. This is the third run up for this stock. It ran up here, pulled back, ran up again, pulled back, ran up again. This stock could have been played 3 times, even though I didn't play it 3 times. But it could have been. We try to get a stock every day, but we only accept what the market awards us. So we patiently wait, have our coffee, and wait for a money maker to pop into these indicators. Once that happens, we take action, hopefully make a few pennies. So join us tomorrow morning at 5:55 a.m. is the best time to get here because the activity starts happening right after 6 a.m. That's where we make some of the money. So if you're late, you'll probably miss it. So when you pull that pillow over your head in the morning, think dollars going out the window. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. As always, have a blessed day, and God bless. Well, higher ground, it's not released yet. If you're talking about this one down here, I'm still testing. Y'all have a good one. I'm out. I've got things to do. God bless.